Howdy there guys and girls, Ruckus here with the patch 2.4 preview. Today we have the new Lost Temple map, which has just gone through a rebuild and has come out looking completely different. Check out this new lush and brightly lit terrain. Nothing like the sickly blue-green hues of the previous version. It is looking fantastic, and whoever's in charge of these recent map rebuilds over in the Wargaming team needs a pat on the back because they're doing a great job to make the game look so good on mobile devices. But it's not just the aesthetics that have been given an overhaul. The terrain has also been significantly altered and is, in my opinion, somewhat more complex. So to get a sense of these changes, let's bring up the isometric map and have a look in closer detail. At a glance, the key features of the new Lost Temple will feel familiar. The positions of the spawns still sit at opposite corners of the map, and the temple itself still sits in a now busier town on a hill overlooking the river system below. The position of the capture point has been moved back slightly to within the walls of the town, but the biggest changes to the map are in the topography of that river system, and to get a sense of that, let's use the powers of video editing to raise the land up and show its elevation. Now we can clearly see the biggest changes made to this map. Gone are the old sniping positions located in the corners, with those high points moved outside the map's new boundaries. The highest points now accessible are in the islands along the midline, and this should bring the combat closer together and remove those dead zones that existed between the sniping spots. Surrounding those large central islands is a complex network of small hills and depressions, and it's kind of difficult to get a sense of what will be the most popular avenue of attack and defense here. It certainly stresses me out as well. There's so much going on. I wouldn't want to be a lone heavy tank blundering around out here. You'd run a very high risk of getting jumped by a pack of mediums. Access to the steep-sided islands is by a limited number of narrow paths and interconnecting bridges. These bridges, whilst very exposed, offer the fastest route around this portion of the map and also feed traffic into opposite corners of the town. This will effectively link the two halves of the map together and offer increased flanking and surprise cat resetting opportunities. And last, we see the changes to the town itself. Access to the area behind that final row of buildings has been removed, which will push combat closer towards the capture point and make the temple a safer place to climb. The terrain is still flat and paved, which is great news for slow vehicles, and all that hard cover offered by the increased number of buildings means this will be where these side scrapers dominate. Besides that, holding the high ground obviously means you can poke out beyond the city walls and snipe at all those targets running around in the river. All in all, I think the new Lost Temple Mk.II is a great improvement, both tactically and aesthetically, over the original, and I'm looking forward to getting into a proper game and testing it out for real. But for now, that's where I'm going to leave you guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in patch 2.4. Peace.